Good afternoon. I am coming at you early this week with our weekly training. I want to go over a few housekeeping things and direct you back to last week's video for some information, and then do a brief training just on some rewards. So hope you're having a great day, and I will do my best to make this one short. So last week's video, the make sure that you watch that one from Friday because it has information about summer school and vacation days and all that type of stuff. So please go back and watch that if you have not yet. Secondly, we still have about 6 open shifts this Friday. So if you have the ability at all to pick up an extra shift, either in the morning or the afternoon, we could still really use your help on Friday. That is March 19th. March 19th. Additionally, as some of you may have seen, finally, this is my apologies. I have to apologize for 2 different things. Finally, the safety and attendance bonus for February has been put in your pay this morning. It'll hit on Friday. So if you had perfect attendance, that means perfect attendance, no matter why you called off, disqualifies you from this bonus. Perfect attendance and perfect safety for the month of February, then you got that $20 bonus in your pay, and that is going to renew this month as well. If you did not qualify for it February, your slate is wiped clean, and if you have perfect attendance for the month of March, then you can earn that $20 as well. Also, my second apology is that there are some of you that have not received your raise yet and most of you in the year 2021 have not actually gotten that inputted into your pay yet. So please check your pay, because as of this morning, every single person who had a year or 2-year anniversary, your pay has been updated. And if any back pay is owed you, then that back pay is on this check as well. So there are some of you that are going to get your regular paycheck plus your safety and attendance bonus, plus a raise, plus if I owe you any small amount of back pay because I was delayed on actually giving you that raise. I wanted to make it fair. So if you have any questions about that, if you think that's calculated incorrectly, or just have some questions, please email me. That is the best way for me to answer payroll questions. Dave@faithfultransport.com. Popping into the office and asking me quickly is not really a good way because usually I'm in the middle of a few different things. So congratulations to everybody who earned their raise through the point system. Okay, so this week's training, we are going to talk about rewards, because rewards are a really powerful tool to use with your students, and they're present in honestly every one of our interactions that we make. Every one of our interactions, we are rewarding some behavior and disincentivizing other behaviors. Some of it is intentional, where we set up a system of rewards. Some of it is informal. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of how we informally reward and disincentivize behavior, and then 2 examples of how we reward and disincentivize behavior intentionally and set you loose from there. So how have people informally incentivized good or bad behavior? So this is my negative example. I had a boss, and it was when I lived in Texas. So I would have been in my early 20s. And he was a very good boss. I would work for him again. But he had one issue, which we'll talk about, is that the way to get him to do something was to complain. So if you wanted to do something, if you wanted to ask for permission, if you wanted exception to the rule, and you went to him and presented a good argument, then he probably wouldn't do anything, or it wouldn't spur him to action. But I found out really quickly that if you complained, then he probably would do it. If you complained loudly, he most likely would do it. And if you complained loudly and you were a female, he definitely would do it. And so minor requests like, hey, I'm ahead on my calls this week. I'd like to take a few hours off in the afternoon. I would not go present that to him that way. I would get my friend. Hey, Lauren, would you go ask our boss for a few hours short in the afternoon? And she'd go in and complain loudly, and we'd get off for the afternoon. So that is a bad example of how someone can informally reward and disincentivize behavior. A good example is someone that I worked with. He did not want to hear any type of complaining about work or about people, and even just about the world in general. He just did not want to hear complaining. So if you were complaining about something, he would just politely say, hey, I'm not interested in hearing that. And if you or the person next to you just kept complaining, kept talking negatively, he would just walk away. And it was slightly rude, slightly jarring. But he told me that his ears were connected to his feet, and that if he didn't want to hear something, he could just walk away. And pretty soon, everybody around him knew that you couldn't just complain around him, because he would be nice about it, or he would just walk away. So he trained the people around him that this is how you're going to, if you want to be rewarded with conversation with me, this is how you're going to have to act. So there's two examples of informal, and secondly, intentional rewards. So one example of that are raises at Faithful Transportation, where you have points that you can earn or lose each month. And based on that system of rewards, you can earn your raise at Faithful Transportation. And it was very fun for me to give raises to lots of people today, because I knew that they earned that reward. A second example of intentional rewards is slightly less formal, but my kids, I have 4 of them, 8, 6, 4, and 2. They earn a gummy after breakfast if they stay in their room past 6 a.m. on the weekends. So they often come down and say, is it 6 o'clock yet? No, it's not 6 o'clock yet. It's 5:15. Then they go back to their rooms and they say, is it 6 o'clock yet? No, it's 5:17 in the morning. So it's not working very well, except for the oldest. She knows what to do. But they do know that they're rewarded for the behavior that I want. So today, what I would like you to do, really from now until the rest of the week, I'd like you to think about how you may be informally rewarding the students on your van. Spend a little time in self-reflection. And then in the comments below, would you share a way that you are either informally rewarding the students on your van, or intentionally rewarding the students on your van? If you share that below, next week, I will reward 2 of those commenters at random with a small gift card to one of the local places to eat. So hope this is helpful to you, and I hope you have a great day and a great week as you're thinking about how you are rewarding the students in your van. Have a great one.